everyone, and welcome to the very first episode of Pay Talks Ask Us Anything. My name is Alex, and I'm a senior content strategist here at Amazon Pay. We're super excited you've joined us today for the very first episode. We've got a wonderful agenda. We'll be discussing strategies to help your business prepare for the upcoming holiday selling season and the increase in demand that we are likely to see this holiday season. Also, we'll be answering your questions at the end of the episode, so be sure to stick around for that. But first, I want to introduce my fantastic guest for this week's episode. Michelle, please introduce yourself.
Thanks, Alex. Excited to be here with you today. I'm Michelle Perriton. I'm a senior account manager with Amazon Pay, and I'm really looking forward to sharing some of the tips that we pulled together. We know that it's never too early to prepare for holiday season as an e-commerce business. And this season especially is primed to be one of the busiest seasons ever. Shoppers are on the go, they are more discerning, they've got longer wish lists, and they have more places to shop. So it makes it even more competitive for you as an e-commerce business. So let's dive in and look at some of the tips that we've pulled together today.
First, increase your digital presence. This may go without saying, but one thing that will likely carry over from last year is that customers have the expectation for a simple and intuitive e-commerce experience. According to Statista's survey of over 1,000 shoppers in 2020, 49% were more interested in online shopping than they were in 2019. It's a huge jump. And that percentage will likely increase this year. So to capture their attention and their dollars, make sure that your website is easy to find across search engines, more on that later, easy to navigate, and has all the payment options that your customers are already using and prefer, so that they don't bounce and go looking for their preferred payment option somewhere else on a similar site.
Here's another stat to remember. This is from Statista also. During the third quarter of 2020, smartphones accounted for 71% of retail site visits in the United States and generated 56% of online shopping orders. Meanwhile, desktop computers only generated 27% of retail traffic, but generated 42% of all purchases. So it's critical to ensure your mobile experience is optimized for holiday shoppers on the go. Here are 5 easy ideas on how to remove friction from your mobile experience ahead of this holiday season. It's important to indicate early on for users that their checkout will be fast and easy. And one of the best ways to do that is including a guest checkout or express checkout option. And be sure to hide fields like username and password that indicate the shopper might have to create an account. Next, think about providing the appropriate touch keyboard layout. So you can do this by automatically displaying the right keyboard fields for things like email, credit card, and zip code. This will help users easily and quickly type in the information that you're requiring. The same can be done for credit card fields to reduce typos. So add that 4-number block to your credit card fields, as well as formatting the expiration date fields to match what the consumer sees on their credit card in that 2-digit month and 2-digit year format. And last but not least, show your shoppers where they are in the process. So display a progress indicator so they can visualize where they've been and where they're going at each step of the checkout.
And the next point is something that I'm sure many have participated in before. We recommend joining a holiday gift guide. If shoppers don't know where to find you, being part of another organization's gift guide is a great way to leverage the presence and networks of other companies to get in front of more customers. According to Publitas, emails that contain gift guides had a 48% higher transaction rate than other promotional emails. Last year, our holiday gift guide at Amazon Pay had more than 160 unique products and gift ideas from Amazon Pay merchants.
I love that idea. And what about gift cards? Who doesn't love a gift card? Whether it's a picky teenager or the person on your list who already has everything, gift cards still remain a popular way to give flexibility to shoppers. And according to Rise AI, which manages electronic gift cards and loyalty programs, online retailers sold twice as many gift cards in 2020 than in 2019 and increased their income from gift cards by 181%.
The next point is really about your communication strategy. And we think it's really important that in the anticipation of the increased demand we are likely to see as e-commerce businesses, that we communicate limitations with clarity and transparency. The National Retail Federation revised its forecast for retail sales in 2021 and now projects growth of at least 10.5% to more than 4.4 trillion. Realistic delivery dates should be listed on your site for each product whenever possible, and don't overpromise. Building and maintaining transparency and trust are really crucial, especially during the holiday season.
So, like you just mentioned, it's more important than ever to really think about how you're going to get those holiday shopping orders to your customers. So, thinking of how you maintain competitive delivery options is going to be crucial this holiday season. So, through multi-channel fulfillment, which is a program here at Amazon, no matter what channel you're selling on, you can receive some great fulfillment options to get your customers their orders faster, while also reducing the burden of logistics for you. For example, Amazon's multi-channel fulfillment solution leverages Amazon's logistic capabilities to fulfill orders placed on your website or any e-commerce channel for that matter, while lowering your costs and improving customer experience with Prime-like delivery speeds.
Whoa, Michelle, did you say Prime-like?
I did, Alex. So with MCF, you can actually access accelerated shipping speeds from 5-day, 2-day to even 1 day.
Wow.
And even better, MCF's simple fee structure makes shipping costs even easier to forecast.
Thanks, Michelle. That's a really fantastic point to share. So the next tip I'm going to share is about optimizing your site for search. These are some specific holiday selling strategies from our SEO agency, BrightEdge. You can learn more about BrightEdge at brightedge.com. The first is be sure to publish holiday-related content that's relevant to your brand and interesting to your customers. That content should have seasonal URLs across your sitemap so that it tracks for seasonal related searches. Related, make sure to give seasonal category pages priority on your site by internally linking them within the second or third level of your site structure. This will boost their authority and help ensure that search engines understand their priority in the hierarchy of your entire site. Meta descriptions. It's important to make meta descriptions, which are the snippets of about 155 characters that summarize a page's content, to make sure that they include a call to action and a unique value. For example, shop our holiday collection, or free shipping on orders over such and such amount. This next tip is a foundational SEO tip that has added importance this year due to the new Google search algorithms at play. Be sure that your pages have faster load times. One way to do this is by compressing images. Another way is removing legacy code. And another is even eliminating pop-ups. These things all slow down the page load time. Regular web listings are actually gaining in popularity this year versus things like shopping carousels. So don't overburden your pages. Keep it simple. Next, if you're doing in-store and online sales, you need to be discoverable for both. Ensure that your local listings are comprehensive and that you have a phone number in your listing. Category pages should have phone numbers and contact info easily visible. Next, make sure you're utilizing price and inventory level schema for products this year to give engines context on the availability and price of your products. This relates to my earlier point about challenges with supply chain and increased demand. And lastly, leverage your existing content with a holiday spin. Sometimes this just means changing the date and a few details. You really don't always need to produce new content. Refresh, refresh, refresh. Thanks again to brightedge.com for these insights.
Another great way to engage with your customers is on social media. Post-pandemic, customers are looking for more and more ways to engage and interact online, and social has only gained momentum. Social shopping is hotter than ever. For example, you might not think of Snapchat as an example of an e-commerce enablement platform, but more and more, we're seeing platforms that have been traditionally social only becoming more friendly to e-commerce.
Great point. And last but not least, it's really important to show off some of your personality and some holiday cheer while you're at it. How would you describe your brand? How do you want your customers to see you? A key to getting noticed in a crowded, competitive market is showing your personality and humanity across your marketing channels. Is there anything your brand is doing that stands out above the rest? Maybe it's a charitable partnership or an environmentally friendly policy. Whatever it is, own it and live your mission loud and proud. Now we're going to kick off the question and answer section. We're very happy that you took the time to submit your questions and your interest to us around the e-commerce industry and Amazon Pay specifically. We've surveyed experts across our business to bring you the best answers we can to these questions. I will say that we received over 2,000 submissions. So unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get to all of your questions today, but please keep in mind that we take your questions to heart and we try to provide answers to these throughout our content mechanisms across our site and hope that we can get to your questions in the future on a future episode of Pay Talks Ask Us Anything. So without further ado, let's get started.
So here's a great question to start with. Can you help me with marketing? And does having Amazon Pay get any recognition for my site?
That is a resounding yes, Michelle. Amazon Pay offers merchants co-marketing opportunities through various programs across Amazon Pay and even the Amazon.com retail site. Through our Shopper Experience program, you can improve brand awareness efforts with multi-channel exposure across Amazon and Amazon Pay campaigns, getting your brand features in front of thousands of potential new shoppers. You'll also be able to engage with us in seasonal campaigns that help you stand out during peak shopping periods, such as the upcoming holiday season. Specific benefits include home, shopper page, and category pages on pay.amazon.com, Amazon Pay landing page on Amazon.com, digital pop-up shops, editorial coverage on the Amazon Pay blog, emails to shoppers, social media influencer campaigns, giveaways and launch announcements, and 2 seasonal gift guides during peak shopping seasons. For more info, speak with your sales rep, or if you're new to Amazon Pay, once you join, you can explore these benefits with us. We also offer a program called Amazon Deals, which is a new marketing opportunity available for Amazon Pay merchants who have enrolled in Shopper Experience already. Merchants are now able to create a site-wide discount or promotional offer to be marketed to Amazon shoppers on pay.amazon.com with the call to action to purchase directly on the merchant's site using Amazon Pay. Deals is promoted across Amazon and Amazon Pay owned and operated channels with the goal to generate increased awareness and engagement for the merchants who participate.
Here's another great question, Alex. What are some tips you can give someone just starting an e-commerce business?
Great question. Many of our e-commerce platform partners offer free trials to start your own online business and simple integrations with Amazon Pay. So depending on your business model, you can get started right away with minimal capital. Designed to help you expand your business and better support your customers, our Global Partner Program provides technical, marketing, business, and go-to-market resources. The program is open to commerce solutions providers, consulting agencies, and professional developers who work with merchants to build and grow their commerce businesses. You can learn more about our Global Partner Program in the links that we'll provide you later. The next question is, why doesn't Amazon Pay have a directory of merchants that offer Amazon Pay?
Great question, Alex. And while we don't provide an exhaustive list of all the merchants offering Amazon Pay, you can view a wide sample of some of them under the category section on our shopper site. Categories include fashion, beauty, home, entertainment, sports, and the outdoors. Check them out at pay.amazon.com under the shoppers tab. How about this one, Alex? Does a store have to adhere to Amazon's return policy if they're using Amazon Pay?
So Amazon Pay policies differ from Amazon.com. You can find more details, including information on refunds in our customer agreement that we'll send along. If you receive a refund for a purchase, but you fail to return the product to the seller, we may charge you for the product consistent with the original order. Subject to our obligations under the A to Z guarantee, we do not issue refunds if a product or service turns out not to meet your expectations or if the seller does not fulfill its commitments, and we have no obligation to resolve any disputes related to any transaction. Michelle, someone asked, once the sale is made, how is the money transferred to me?
So we process disbursements daily, and it'll take between 3 to 5 business days for the payment to be completed and appear in your bank account. A reserve might be applied according to our reserve policy, and you can learn more about our reserve policy in the links that we'll send following the session. Here's another good question about fulfillment. So what happens if you're accepting Amazon payments on your website and it takes more than 30 days to ship the order?
It's not a problem at all if orders take a long time to ship. It's just important that you be transparent with your customers. You can authorize and capture payments for up to 180 days after an order is placed. Amazon Pay recommends capturing payment only after the order has been shipped as a best practice. Michelle, someone asks, I am currently developing a website and I was wondering if I could get some information on Amazon as a payment method. Do you have a shopping cart that I can integrate into my site?
Yeah, absolutely, Alex. So, in addition to being able to integrate Amazon Pay through a homegrown solution or a custom platform you maybe have built in house, Amazon Pay also has plugins for many popular commerce solution platforms like Magento, BigCommerce, Shopify, just to name a few. You can check out the full list of available commerce platforms along with integration information in the links we'll send out after the session.
So, Michelle, multiple questions came in asking us about adding Amazon Pay to a Kickstarter campaign. Could you address that for them?
So we're not currently enabled on crowdsourcing platforms, Alex, and you can find more information about that on our AUP policy, which we'll send out as a link following today's session. What are the requirements to accept payments from Colombia, Venezuela, or other Latin American countries?
Good question. So, Michelle, you can accept payments from Latin American countries as long as your business is eligible to use Amazon Pay. This means that one, your business complies with our Amazon Pay acceptable use policy, and two, your business has a place of establishment in the United States, EU5, or one of the other eligible countries that you can find on our website. So, Michelle, are all customers required to have an Amazon account to check out using Amazon payments, or do you also provide a generic payment processor solution?
Yes, customers do use their Amazon credentials to make a purchase with Amazon Pay on your website. And this is one of the primary benefits that helps increase conversions by allowing them to use their stored addresses and payment methods. There's a couple questions here about enabling Amazon Pay for recurring subscriptions or repeat purchases.
Great. So I'll just say first that new customers are good, but loyal customers are even better. Evidence for the power of subscription services can be found in their booming popularity. In fact, research cited by the Subscription Trade Association shows that 27% of customers surveyed this year are using auto replenishment services, up from 17% last year. 3/4 of those who didn't have subscription services said they were open to signing on for the right product at the right price. By enabling recurring payments through Amazon Pay, you can make it easy for hundreds of millions of Amazon customers to start a subscription, pay a recurring bill, or make a future purchase. For example, purchases of MP3 songs or games on your site. Amazon Pay lets merchants automatically charge a payment method that is stored in their customers' Amazon.com account for future purchases and payments. To learn more about how your business can benefit from this, go to our recurring payment FAQs that we'll share after this session. Michelle, we got a question about what is the cost of using Amazon Pay? Does it include credit card processing fees?
So the Amazon Pay fee structure is quite simple. It's a transaction-based fee schedule. 2.9% and 30 cents per transaction is charged, and it's all inclusive, so no additional hidden fees. Here's a great marketing question for you. So what features can I use to drive customers to use Amazon Pay?
So Amazon Pay brings the fast, convenient, and familiar experience of shopping with Amazon to tens of thousands of online stores. That means customers can use their existing Amazon account to shop at their favorite sites without the struggle to create or remember their login information, without having to fill in billing and shipping addresses, and without having to provide payment information on the fly. Customers can also place their Amazon Pay orders using their voice with Alexa and enable delivery notifications. Amazon Pay's checkout, above all, is secure, and their eligible purchases are protected by our well-known A to Z guarantee. Another question was, how do I incorporate Amazon Pay to my Alexa skill? What does the backend code in AWS Lambda look like for Python more specifically?
So while we don't currently offer any sample Python code, adding Amazon Pay to your Alexa skill is a simple process. All you need to do is follow the step-by-step instructions provided in our integration guide, and we'll send a link out to that after today's session. Alex, there's a couple questions about using an Amazon gift card via Amazon Pay. Does that work? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. So at this time, Amazon.com gift cards cannot be used as a payment method to place an order using Amazon Pay. Amazon.com gift cards can only be used to purchase eligible goods and services on Amazon.com and certain related sites as provided in the Amazon.com gift card terms and conditions.
Here's a fun one. What things can I do to promote my e-commerce shop during the holiday season?
So this is a very timely one, and we hope you took to heart all the advice we provided earlier. But in addition to all the tips we shared with you on today's webinar, you can find some more really great tips delivered by our partner BrightEdge from their webinar earlier this month, specifically related to helping you increase your search presence for the holiday rush. You can find BrightEdge's webinar at the link we will share with you after this presentation. Are consumers shopping earlier this year because of concerns over product supplies?
In a recent study, Payments.com suggests that 47% of consumers might be more eager to spend now precisely because they worry they might not have a chance later on. We've heard the alarm sounding across the industry that holiday shopping will begin earlier than usual this year due to the very concerns you suggest consumers may have. And as we've seen, those supply shortages have proven to be disruptive to businesses even before the holiday surge. That's why we truly recommend having an empathetic and focused communication strategy across all of your digital channels to ensure your customers know what to expect and don't lose confidence in your brand if ship times or items are unavailable. The holidays are an essential time to be at your digital best.
Someone asks if you could send some information on how many alternative payment methods are too many, if there is such a thing, and why more options are better.
Interesting. So according to the Baymard Institute, 8% of people abandon a site because their payment method wasn't offered. And as we mentioned earlier, you don't want to lose a customer to a competitive site simply because of that reason. Hundreds of millions of customers shop daily on Amazon.com. And by providing a checkout option that's fast, trusted, and familiar, it could increase your conversion rates. Now, there's no magic number of payment options, but ensuring that you're meeting your customers' needs by providing them options early and upfront will absolutely increase your conversion.
Thanks for joining us today. That was our very first Pay Talks Ask Us Anything. We hope you come back for more in the future. And for those whose questions we were not able to address today, we do take your comments to heart, and we will do our best to respond in some way or another, whether it's through our account teams or through our online content. My name is Alex. We hope you join us again for Pay Talks Ask Us Anything. So long for now, and have a great holiday season.